Don't say no. Don't say no. Don't you do it. Don't you
That's your
do
Halloween
it.
advice to your kids?
Don't stop. That's not okay.
You said it.
It's not okay. I didn't say it about kids.
Whoa.
I said don't say no to the recording.
Leave kids out of this.
Leave them out of this. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to White Men Can't Pod, an unfortunate name, an unfortunate podcast. Here we are. Happy Halloween. I'm your host, Ryan. I'm here with... Where's Waldo? Where's Wally? It's Wally.
Right here. No refunds. Consider your refund escaping this podcast with your lives.
Ooh, I like it. And under me, as always, he's the Jackie Moon of this podcast. It's Mr. Bill Cashin.
You were never nom, you jive turkey.
Come on, girl. Don't give me that look. Let's get sweaty. Let's get real sweaty. I'm talking rainforest sweaty. I'm talking swamp sweaty. Let's fill the bathtub full of sweat, all right? Baby, you want to love me sexy? Baby, you ready to lick me sexy? Take off your shoes and suck me sexy.
Oh, my Lanta.
Baby, we're naked and we're humping sexy. Maybe the funniest thing in the entire movie is this song.
Take off your shoes.
I want to do a little thing with you. I want to do a little thing with you. When I say love me sexy, you say love me sexy. Back it on up and show and prove that love me sexy is the thing to do. Jesus Christ. There's a lot more.
Oh,
our zodiac signs are compatible. Clocking that ass from across the room. Christ. Oh, Jackie Moon.
Later when he says, "That's right, girl, let me whisper in your ear. Baby, wake up. We're naked and we're humping sexy. For the last 15 minutes, baby. That's what's been happening."
Oh, Jesus. That's not good. That's not good.
Too late now. It's on.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. All right, semi-pro. That's what we're here to talk about. Not here to hear me do a William Shatner reading of Love Me Sexy.
Yes, for the second week in a row, we messed up the movie that we were going to watch.
We did it again. Oops, we did it again. How'd you first... Oh, well, first off, semi-pro. Jackie Moon, the owner, player, coach of an American Basketball Association, Flint, Michigan Tropics, rallies his teammates to try to make their NBA dreams come true. How did you first see semi-pro?
Well, Ryan, how did we first see semi-pro?
Okay. I think this movie
was 2008, so we had graduated.
Came out in 2008. We graduated from college. I believe I got us into a free preview of this movie because I was at the time working at the radio station. I got free tickets to this thing and so much free merchandise. I think for the next 8 years. How many more years was I there? 7 years? I was giving away semi-pro shit for like 7 years. There was beach balls, headbands, anything you think of. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think I got like 10 free passes to it. We all went to see it. Right. But yeah, this movie came out in 2008, and we're on this like weird Will Ferrell dodgeball. He's kind of like adjacent to that movie, French. You know, that movie. We're on this weird kick. I didn't realize it went all the way to 2008. It probably went longer too.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure there's other movies.
Where'd you see it, Wally?
I'm fairly sure this was a Netflix through the mail DVD.
Through the mail.
Yeah.
Nice. So I've only seen this one time.
Yes, definitely only once.
Once.
I may have seen parts of it somewhere, but
yeah,
definitely have only actually watched it once.
I've only watched it once, so rewatching it, I forgot about a lot of the stuff. And I think this movie's got some issues for sure.
But yeah, there are things in it.
There's things in it that are rough, but also like a lot of this is a lot better than I remembered.
It's still pretty funny, I thought.
Still pretty good. I don't remember liking it that much in 2008. I remember being like, okay, I'm done with this. I don't like these movies.
that's how I feel about almost all, like, where Will Ferrell is the main part of it. Like, I didn't like Anchorman the first time I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny the next couple of times I saw it, but the first time I didn't care much for it. I feel like there's a lot of. I love Will Ferrell in like a side role, a small role, but when he's the main guy, it takes me a couple tries sometimes.
Sure. Okay. I understand that. Are you ready to take the helm, Jackie Moon?
Let's do it. Want to jump in with our budget and box offices?
Yeah, let's jump in there.
Right.
I think in this case, it actually is important to set a box office too, as a comparison here.
You mean a budget?
A budget, yeah. So let's figure out the budget first, and then go from there.
Let's see. You got Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm. You got quite the ensemble cast.
There's so
Woody Harrelson,
many, so many comedians in this movie. It's insane.
Yes.
Give me. They have a bear as well.
They have a bear.
They have Woody Harrelson. He couldn't be cheap.
Probably it's super expensive to rent the town of Flint.
I could see the other comedians being less expensive than Woody Harrelson, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like,
give me
they'd be like, "Oh, give me less, it's fine."
Give me 35 million.
Oh, he went up to 35.
Well, I will say 10 million.
Well, Ryan, you win.
Damn.
And you're not a real close. They had a budget for this of $55 million.
Really?
Damn.
So keep that in mind now as we go on to the box office game.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Ryan. You wanna lead us here?
Box office game. This movie, I don't. It was 2008. Like I said, I feel like it was at the end of the Ferrell stuff working, as well as it was in Dodgeball times. So let me say it made.
Which again, not in Dodgeball, but I understand what you mean.
He's not in there, but you know what I mean. Those movies.
He was Blades of Glory, right?
Yeah, I think that came after this too.
I believe it did. I'm not sure, but that Blades of Glory is like top 5 TBS movies.
Nope, Blades of Glory was before this. Blades of Glory was 2007. This is 2008.
Oh, you're apart. All right, give me what was the budget? 50-something million. Give me
55 mil.
80 million.
I think they lost money. I think they got maybe 20.
Well, you win, Wally.
Yes.
Ouch.
Not quite that low, but on a $55 million budget, they made $43.9 million.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
So they lost $11 million.
Ouch.
That's rough. That is rough.
Grief.
Maybe because they gave away so many free passes.
They must have known it was going to be a bit of a stinker. I bet.
Yeah.
That's why they gave out so much shit. There was just so much stuff for this, like, movie swag too.
Well, we'll get to it, but when I do our eBay war, there is so much just stuff.
Yeah, because the closet of
stuff.
The closet of prizes for this movie was just chock full of this shit. I would just throw it into baskets and be like, give this shit away, please. Get rid of this. This movie's like 3 years old. All right. Are you ready?
All right. We can jump on in here.
Are we eBay warring later?
Yeah. Not sure exactly when, but we'll slide it in.
Okay.
So we enter to Love Me Sexy, as we discussed. We move in a basketball arena. We're in the home arena of the Flint Tropics, which I think Tropics is a silly name for a team in Flint. So
great.
I love that, though.
Good joke.
But
solid joke.
Now that we have centered ourselves in Flint, we need to take a break. Quick pause for the return of a good old-fashioned
population game.
Nice. 2020 census.
It's back.
Flint, Michigan.
You've been waiting.
I have.
You couldn't wait. Audience, whoever you are. Population game.
2020 census of Flint, Michigan. I will give you a hint.
It's got to be rough.
Bigger than the hometown in the Big Green.
Well, that wasn't that big.
That was like 700. It is higher than that.
I feel like this is a surprisingly big city.
I guess it depends what you think of as a big city.
14,000.
Yeah, I'll say 20,000.
I'll say, wow, you're the winner, but guess again.
35.
Right?
Wally's the winner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
50.
81,252.
I told you.
Going from Michigan.
That's
Flint's
a bigger. Yeah.
Flint was like not Detroit, but they actually talk about Ford. What's his name? Patriarch of and all he did for Flint when they were talking later about Jackie's done more than anyone for this city.
Except
Well,
for
maybe,
the president.
the Fords.
Yeah. Oh, not a president. Yeah, the Fords.
Yeah, so we're in Flint, Michigan. This is an ABA team, which the ABA was obviously a very real thing.
But the Flint Tropics were not.
Nope. We are introduced to Jackie Moon, who is Will Ferrell, and he's the first of, as you said, many a comedian. We learn that he is a pop star, team owner, coach, and starting power forward for the Flint Tropics. He's singing his pop song.
Sorry, yeah, he is a pop star first.
Yeah.
In his mind, yes.
That's his thing. No, at the end, that's how he owns the team. He talks about it. Okay. He owns the Flint Tropics because of his song.
Yeah, that's how he afforded it. But so he's performing for the crowd. He finishes it. Then he does some very funny intros for his team. He even calls the one guy big and dumb and ugly, which popped me.
Yes.
We start to meet more of the ensemble cast with announcers Andy Daly and Will Arnett.
I got to say something about Andy Daly so we don't skip over it. I think this guy is, other than Bob Uecker, maybe the best announcer in a sports movie. Like, he is so good at doing the fake old like Chick Hearn NBA announcer guy, like Vince Scully kind of like, oh, something weird's happened. I'm just gonna move past this. Oh, okay, I love my wife. Like,
we don't know what happened here.
He is so good. Andy Daly is so good at this.
And him and
rivals
Will
Bob
Arnett
Uecker.
together were very good too.
Yes, they're good together, but there's better color man, I think, in these movies. But he's good. But man, Andy Daly was good. Real good. Oh my God. He's great at that like funny straight man job.
Yes.
Like he does that very well.
Oh yeah.
He has fun interactions with Father Pat, who we'll meet coming up here too.
Oh, also good.
But we go to start the game and they pan out and you see that there's nobody at this game. There's like 100 people in the audience. They start playing and we get the first of two examples of the in and out game that Will Ferrell likes to run. Dumping it. Nope, not feeling it.
Yeah. This was in the trailer, I think. I remember you mentioning this to me, Bill. Like, I love this. I love his post-up game when we went to see it. He's like, no, not good enough. Not good enough. I gotta send it back. Oh, no, I need it back.
He gets distracted by season ticket holder Jason Sudeikis, who's just sitting at the end of the court where me and my dad used to watch Albany Devils hockey games. And he's eating a bag of nachos that he brought from home. And he says, like, I'm a season ticket holder. I can do anything I want. So they get into a fight, and he gets called for a travel, Will Ferrell does, by Matt Walsh, a.k.a. Father Pat, the referee.
Also, so good.
He's in everything, this Matt Walsh. Yes.
He's
I had to look him up because I didn't know his name, but I recognize him from every movie.
He's in a ton of stuff. He has like a fucking weird part in Elf. Like when they're interviewing them at the end, they just go they go to Matt Walsh and he's like, "Hey Cheryl," he talks to like the news lady.
Oh, that's right. That's
he's
right.
Like really weird part at the end of Elf.
I think you're great, by the way. So you're so smart. He just keeps hitting on her. It's super awkward.
She likes it though. She's into it.
We go back to the announcers for some back and forth where Andy Daly says to Will Arnett, can you stop smoking? That's unprofessional. And he like holds up a drink and goes, no, I like to smoke while I drink. He's sipping whiskey or something.
There's one part, I forget where it is. Maybe it's the owners meeting. I can't remember, but somebody says, I don't have enough scotch for this. Like I could use that in my everyday life. I don't have enough scotch for this. Nope. No thanks. Not doing it.
So they're struggling through this game. They're waiting on somebody's not there, and all of a sudden Andre 3000 shows up.
Yeah.
It turns out
Andre
he's the actual
3000.
basketball star, Clarence, aka Downtown Funky Stuff Malone, aka Sugar Dunkerton, aka Coffee Black.
Great. Big fan.
He comes into the game and he's too flashy. He's a fancy dribbler. He's a ball hog, does it all himself, but he's good, and the crowd loves it. The 100 people there.
This reminded me of a pickup game we once played at my old apartment complex where a guy,
Oh my god!
you remember this?
Yeah.
Where a guy was literally taking half court jumpers and making them. Were you at this
Yeah, I was
game,
in the-
Molly? You
I
remember
don't
this?
think so.
This
I don't
guy
think
was
I
like,
was.
he would dribble it up. It was a short court. He would like dribble it up half court and pull up for three, and then he would make it. And then like the other team would try to score and they would miss, and he would do it again over and over and over. He kept doing it. Finally, the guys on his team, me, Bill, and somebody were like, yo, can we like play basketball? I know you can make the shot, but like I don't
Yeah, you're
fucking
good.
care if we're gonna win. Like I want to play. I want to run around. What are you doing? And he was just like, well, I can make it. And we were like, fuck you. And we just left. He was there by himself. Like, I'm not going to play with this fucking idiot. I came
Remember
to play
when the
basketball.
Walrus showed up?
The Walrus. There's going to be a lot of amateur basketball talk, I'm sure, in this episode.
There was. This dude showed up, Wally, that looked and shaped himself like a walrus.
Shaped.
And
he was-
shaved himself.
He was probably late 40s, and he wanted to just get a run. And so we're like, all right, you can play whatever. But he also was as talented as a walrus at basketball. And we had to do the thing where even as adults, we had to like half speed it around him.
Yeah.
And then he like wouldn't get the hint and wouldn't leave us alone.
That's
Very frustrating.
Did Walrus almost get in the fight? Was that Walrus?
Are you talking about in Cahos with Tarzan?
Yeah, we were playing like the community center.
That was
and
Tarzan.
Tarzan. This guy, we're on this guy's
Tarzan and
team.
Walrus. Okay. All
He's
right.
he's trying to fight whoever we're playing against, but we knew the kids from
It was
school.
a bunch
We
of
went to-
Lansingburg. It was
it was kids that we went to school with and then transferred out. So we're like, hey,
Oh,
what's
okay.
up? Let's play pickup.
who
And this
was
guy's
his-
trying to fight these guys. And
he was
he's like,
a dude that we saw beat up Jake Chauvin real bad.
yeah, we
he's
saw that.
also a
Yeah,
boxer.
they're good fighters. They were good
It was
fighters.
Lansingburg's quarterback and their like best lineman who we knew could bench press 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And he went to like start fight with him, and we legitimately like, I hope you know that we don't have your back.
We're not helping
We're
you.
not on your side.
We
And
like
you know
we
them.
know
We
them.
don't know you.
We know them and we're friends with them. It's fine. We're not gonna help you. He's like, these guys have my back. No,
Absolutely.
no, we don't. Good luck though.
What were we even talking about? Oh, yes. So Andre's there. He's very flashy. We go to halftime, and we get a hippie who I recognize, but I looked him up. I didn't remember his name.
He's
He looked familiar.
he's in Sin City. Jackie
Yes.
Earl Haley.
And
who's
then he's
the guy with the mask in Sin City with like the Rorschach. He's Rorschach.
That's not
in
Sin City.
Oh,
not Sin
That's
City.
not Sin City. That's Watchmen.
Watchmen, yeah.
Mm. You're right, my bad. Watch
He also is the lead role in a remake of like
He's in other stuff.
Texas
He's good.
Chainsaw Massacre or something.
Yeah, he's in a ton of other stuff. Hold on, I'll look him up while you're
So he gets a
Nightmare
free-
on Shutter Island, Nightmare. He's in creepy.
Oh,
movies.
Shutter Island. Yeah. Okay. See a
There
movie.
was something else he was in that was. He's in Preacher. He's in all these creepy fucking things. The new RoboCop.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
So he has to make a shot from the other free throw line, a 3/4 length shot, and if he does, he wins the Bush Light $10,000.
I can't say how much. Like these are the type of things that I adored about this movie.
Yeah.
Watching it again, the Bush Light $10,000. It's just a big check. He doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
actually have
So
win money.
he like makes it, of course, and Jackie freaks out. And Father Pat's like, "Don't worry about it, Jackie. The beer company will pay for it." He's like, "That's not. They didn't sponsor it. I just thought it sounded professional." So he hands him a big check, and he says, "Like, here's your prize. It's just a giant check."
I do
of
love
course,
that
the guy
when he-
thinks,
Yeah, he comes back later in the
try to
movie. He's
cash
like, try that at a
Bigger
different
bank.
Just go to bigger bank.
Go to bigger bank. Big cash. Big check cashing bank.
So they end up losing the game, but now it's time to party. They all go to the nightclub. But some of the players are kind of bummed out because they're hearing rumors that the league's folding. And so Jackie says, like, don't tell anyone, guys, but I got a meeting tomorrow, an owner's meeting. We're going to be merging with the NBA. Big news. It's like, you guys are going to play in the NBA. And obviously, they're all stoked about this. So we go to said meeting the next day. And at the meeting, the ABA commissioner is David Koechner, who's in all these Will Ferrell movies. And is excellent. And he says, yes, we are merging. Only 4 teams are going to go. And it's the Nets and the Nuggets and the Spurs and Pacers, I think.
Yeah, the actual teams from the ABA.
Yeah, the 4 teams that really did go to the NBA. Jackie freaks out at this, obviously, but convinces the other team owners that they should play, that the top 4 should get it.
Are you biting yourself? Stop biting yourself. Don't bite yourself. What are you doing?
But he
does ask
into a frenzy.
He asks all the other owners. He's like, "Wouldn't you rather have an NBA team other than all this money?" And they're all like,
"No, actually, we'd like money."
Yeah, the other NBA owners are all up for selling the team.
I love how they cut to the Spirit of St. Louis guy when he says that, because that's the actual, like, they made so much fucking money off the merger. Did we talk about that on this? I forget.
In perpetuity? I don't know.
Yeah. The
in perpetuity of the broadcasting rights,
which now they get like just a fraction of it, but
they were bought out. They were bought out. It was like,
I think they still have like 1% or something.
They
got paid like 9 figures to buy them out of most of it.
Yeah, they had to get paid off, but oh my god, Spirit of St. Louis business.
Also,
good at business, as we say.
I would argue the Spirits of St. Louis is perhaps the best team name in sports.
Great name.
Just because of the way it's set up, where it's not the St. Louis Spirits.
Yeah. Great name. You know who their broadcaster was? Bob Costas.
Was it?
Wow.
Like a young Bob Costas was their announcer. Which also is funny for Andy Daly.
Portland Thorns, Wally? Other good one?
Oh, Portland Thorns. It's a thorn in his heart.
Damn it.
So he convinces the league, though, that we're going to play and the top 4 teams are going to get into the NBA. And Koechner says, like, no, basically. But he's like, no, that's what we're doing. So he goes back to the team and tells the team this is what's happening. But they're like, well, Jackie, there's no goddamn way we're making it to the top 4. Like, we're bad. We're not good.
We're bad. Our offense is Andre 3000 runs around and the entire defense chases him and he takes a shot.
So he says, don't worry about it, guys. I hooked this up, though. I traded a washing machine for Monix.
Not
Woody Harrelson.
Not an extra washing machine, though.
No.
The washing machine.
The washing machine.
They have no replacement.
He
can't wash the clothes anymore.
He's like, yeah, well, I know, like, we needed our washing machine, but I heard that they were looking for one, and I had to pull the trigger.
Is that what happened to our old washing machine? Is that what happened? We traded him for a player to be named later.
To be named, yeah, still waiting on it.
Still waiting on it.
So he basically says, I know some of you don't like him. I know that everyone in this room has been punched in the face by him, but he's going to help us out. And then he points to the big sign behind him that says, everyone love everyone.
Which is like the Notre Dame sign, but it's just play like a champion, but it says everyone love everyone.
Now, though, that we've met the whole team, I think it's a good time to take a break. Let's do ourselves a little eBay war.
An eBay war.
I'm going to post 2 pictures of the same thing, just a front and a back.
Okay. All right. I'm
waiting. Up here.
I am waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting.
Oh,
there's one.
There it is.
Got one. Got one.
Okay.
So it's just the back.
Okay. So the semi-pro trading cards.
Trading cards, which
Okay.
we've done before.
Okay.
These are a little different than the ones we had last time, where he basically said they're not real cards, but they look like real cards. Stop complaining.
Stop complaining about how thick they are.
All right, you ready for a little reading of what we got here?
Yeah, give
Yep.
it to me.
All
They're
right,
not real cards.
here's the details.
Please tell me it's that same guy.
It's not,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Ah,
All right.
Damn.
damn
Upper Deck, Semi-Pro, Flint Tropics cards, set of 3. Will Ferrell.
it.
That's
He
it.
doesn't- That's
You
it.
didn't even
That's
name
the
the
whole
other
description.
two.
Will Ferrell and nobody else,
That's it. That's what it says.
even though there are 2 other guys.
There are. There's Monix and Coffee Black and
All right.
Will
Checky
Ferrell
Moon.
here. Checky Moon.
Well, it doesn't have
Checky
stats on the
Moon.
back though. That's some points off. That's some money off. No
3
stats on
cards.
the back. Let's see.
I wouldn't be
Uh,
surprised if these still don't exist somewhere in the iHeart studios, in Latham. I wouldn't be surprised if like
If they do, go find them.
they're like stuck in a closet somewhere.
All right, I have to go first. It's between Ryan and I'm up 2-1 on Ryan.
Hmm.
Big lead.
Ryan's one is with an asterisk, though. I will
Because I got it exactly.
Right, because he
and
You're fucking-
always point that out.
Because you're fucking dicks about it. Come
Because
on.
he cheated. Right. Yeah.
So I will say $15.
$15.
Give me
Yeah.
$8.
$8. I want to, but I can't. In fact, well, you win, but I will invite you to both guess again because you're not very close.
We're
Ah.
not close. Okay. $30. $10 a card.
$31. Go fuck yourself.
Well, Ryan, you're closer, but also still not very close. Price US $250
No one's buying this for that.
or best offer.
No one
Or
is
best
paying
offer.
$250 for a prize closet dump. Like no
The
one
only-
wants this.
Yeah.
The only
Offer 'em
reason I included that section,
$15.
that second picture on there, is because at the bottom you can see there is an actual Upper Deck logo. It's hard to see, but that's the only thing I can think that would give this card any value at
They're
all.
not special cards. They're not like 1 of 100 Will Ferrell.
No,
Yeah.
they
They're just base cards. There's no way
sellers
this
does
shit is-
not accept returns.
there's no fucking way these are worth that. What a joke.
Send them an offer of $15. See what you get back.
Will you give me $15 for it?
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'm gonna see if there's anybody else selling these cards and what do they go for.
There was another one that was, if not the same, similar for like 110, but also crazy.
Yeah.
There's also
80.
a million, especially this time of year, you can get 1,000.
Oh
Oh my god, what a piece of shit.
costumes.
This guy sucks. You can get the Jackie Moon card for $3.45.
Yeah.
And you can get 5 of them and 1 free. Woody Harrelson also $3.45. Maybe it's the Andre 3000 card. That's
That'd be worth a lot.
I don't know.
Andre 3000's worth 200 and
Everybody else is worth $3.
$244.
Everybody else is worth $3. So go fuck yourself, guy. Okay.
He's got a different wig.
Wait, you have a different wig? What the fuck?
Costume king.
Is that a mullet? It's like
A
a
mullet?
weird looking. It's real stringy.
It's like, yeah.
It is a real stringy mullet. What of
Stringy.
it?
How many wig changes are you gonna have during the show?
Oh.
I can't wait. Can't wait to
Ooh,
find
looks like
out.
they have more.
Can't wait to find out.
All right,
Cannot wait to
what are we
find out.
talking about? Oh yes, we just met Monix.
Yes.
Monix.
All right. So then we go into a home because we're trying to figure out what he's doing here, and we meet Kyle, as played by Rob Corddry.
Great part.
So-
What a fun part.
Yes, he's a fan who knows him, and he's stoked because he knows that Monix has a ring with the Boston Celtics. So he's an NBA star now playing in Flint.
Ooh.
Star. Mm.
Well, according to Kyle, yes. However, when he's saying like, what's he doing in Flint? His girlfriend, as played by Maura Tierney, seems to know why he's here.
What is this lady from? Obviously,
Yeah. She looks
She's-
so familiar.
She looks so familiar. I cannot picture what it is.
She was in a TV show.
Liar, liar. That's what it is, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Liar, liar. That's what
Yeah.
it is. That was
Yeah.
easy.
She's in it she was on like a
She's
sitcom.
obviously worked a lot more, but I remember her
Yeah.
from Liar, Liar.
I'll have to figure it out. I think she's on a sitcom that I remember her from. But she basically goes out on the front porch to meet him because Monix has showed up.
She was in News Radio. If you're looking for a sitcom,
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yes.
That had quite the cast too back in the day.
News Radio went on for a long fucking
It was
time.
her. It was Phil Hartman,
God.
Andy Dick. Your guy
David
there,
David
Rogan.
Foley, our guy Stephen Root from Dodgeball.
Oh,
was in
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Andy
that's
Dick, Joe Rogan.
Bill, who was my guy?
96
Is
episodes.
Joe Rogan my guy?
Your guy Joe
You're
Rogan,
a
Wally.
dick. You're a
Patrick
dick. He's not my
Warburton,
guy.
John Lovitz. Damn,
Yeah,
That's a star-studded cast.
what a cast.
I think she played the like attractive, but also like the serious. She wanted to be like a serious.
She was like,
musician.
she was like a boss or something. I forget. I haven't seen
Yeah.
News Radio in a long time,
in a long time.
but she's great.
Yes. So
I'm not sure why she's dating Rob Corddry. She seems like a normal human being, and he seems insane. But okay,
He knows about their past, right? Rob Corddry knows about their past.
I think we.
I don't know.
I think we find that out later.
He knows. He personally knows him, so he knows something. Because when he shows up at the door, he's like, "Oh, hey, Monix," and he's like, "Hi, Kyle." So
It's a Kentucky, whatever the hell jersey. He has a Monix Kentucky jersey.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Flint Tropics jersey.
Yeah.
Um,
He's just a Monix fan. He's not a Flint Tropics fan.
Yeah, because he knows him. So he basically find out he's there to try to win her back, and she is resistant to this. So she doesn't want him there. Kyle, though, is very excited that he's at his house.
Yeah.
We then go to a very fun card scene featuring Tim Meadows along with a bunch of the other players.
Yeah.
They're playing cards and trading stories and eating fondue. And Tim Meadows wants to be on the team with his broken arm heals. And Jackie Moon's like, you're a great guy, but I can't tell you enough. You're very bad at basketball. You will not be on this team. He's like, I got hurt playing for you. And he goes, no, you broke your arm playing basketball against me in my driveway. You can't make a layup. Will Arnett starts talking about his time in Nam, and that's when Tim Meadows calls him a jive turkey.
Oh boy.
Which everyone goes very silent. You can't say that.
Jesus.
You can say that to Lou Redwood.
You just call me a jive turkey? No, he called you a sea sucker.
He
called you a
cocksucker. He called you a cocksucker. A sea
well.
sucker. You're the worst.
Potty mouth.
He's okay with that. He's okay being called a cocksucker.
Yeah,
not
that's
okay
not
being
as
called a
offensive.
jive turkey. That's a great
And
joke.
apparently Bill's okay saying jive turkey, but he's not okay saying
is
sea
that
sucker.
a swear?
That's right.
Are you swearing right now?
No, I'm not jive turkey. So Will Arnett pulls a gun, and it gets passed around, and he's like, don't worry about it. It's not loaded. So they're all saying things and then pretending to shoot themselves.
Yes.
Will Ferrell pretends to shoot himself in the nuts, and then he throws the gun on the table, and it goes off, and there's a live round, and it goes around, and everyone's like, "Oh, is everybody okay?" And I'm like, yeah, we're fine. And then it goes to Tim Meadows, and there's blood spurting out of his cast.
He's been shot. I like how I'm
He
pretty
laughs it
sure
off.
this is the only thing Tim Meadows does in this movie. He gets shot, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We never see him again, I don't think. Oh my god. It's great.
We then go to locker room, and Andre and Woody Allen are arguing. You're too flashy.
Woody Allen.
They're Woody Allen, geez Louise. Woody Harrelson.
That'd be a different argument.
It sure would be. But basically, Monix is taking it more seriously than Andre does. We get some fun in and out in this game again. Send it to me.
No, I don't like it. Good, take it back. No, get it right back.
Yeah. Jackie ends up getting into an argument with Father Pat. And he basically says to the referee, "I'm going to kill your family." And he says something about, we find out that Jackie Moon's mom is dead because he says something about her being in heaven. Father Pat says, well, maybe your mom didn't go to heaven. And at this, Jackie Moon is taken aback, and he pulls his team off of the court. Like, that's it. If you walk away, you forfeit. He's like, I don't care. Don't care. So the team walks off, and then Will Arnett gets up. He's like, way to go, father. And like walks away. And then he's like, and he turns to Andy Daly. He's like, well, thank you for staying. And Andy Daly's like, all right, with that, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm not sure what just happened. And like, and he's, oh no, he says like, the score of the game is inconclusive.
I think Father Pat is a great character. What a character.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's a Father Pat because he's wearing like the priest.
He's a priest, but he also tells Will Ferrell to fuck off at one point.
He should have.
It's great. I could totally see this being a real thing too. Just like Father Pat, the ref.
In the ABA.
Yes. I can totally see it.
So we get the pothead shows back up to the arena and says to Jackie, like, hey, no one's accepting the check. I can't cash it anymore. And that's
Could
like,
you give me a little check, man?
I'll just take a little check. It's like, yeah, you should go to a bigger bank with a big check department.
Bigger checks for the bigger bank.
So he gets rid of them for now. So we find out now, Jackie's like, oh, they're screwing us now. We also need attendance. We need to draw at least 2,000 fans per game. Like, well, we can't do that. Winning's one thing, but we cannot draw.
Tough.
But Jackie Moon's like, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Like, I'm a promoter. That's what I do. So the first step is, obviously, let's all wear mascara. It'll really pop for the camera.
It's great.
So they're wearing mascara. It's freaking out the other team. But then until they start sweating and it's running into their eyes, and Will Ferrell says, like, nobody sweat.
Nobody sweat.
So they get into like an argument with the other team, and they want to fight, but it's been made very clear you cannot fight. Like, we're trying to draw a new audience in, so it can't be on TV. And then someone has a great idea. What if we just fight on the commercials? Jackie Moon's like, all right, yeah. And he calls it, he's Father Pat, time out. So he calls time out. They go to a commercial break, and he just exclaims, somebody. And so we have a Donnybrook. They're all fighting.
Yes, but only during the commercial breaks.
Yes. Jackie Moon punches the dude in the back of the knee. He like holds his leg up and goes, wham! So they end up, but then as they're coming back on air, both teams realize they have to stop, and they do. And they're all just kind of like patting, and Andy Daly's like, all right, and we show some great teamwork out here on the floor, and everybody's kind of talking it over. And like, so we get into, in the locker room now, Monix and Andre start arguing again because Andre's saying, like, you didn't even play, you shouldn't have that ring.
Oh,
you were a bench, and he basically throws the ring at him and goes, here, you have it, because this is the closest you're ever going to get to the NBA. And then storms off, is very angry.
Suck on that.
Yep. Walks outside, and he's so angry, the first thing he does is kick out a car window. This is what you do. Except that he kicks out a police car's window.
Oops.
Yep.
So he is arrested for that.
Oops.
So he kicks out the cop car. He gets arrested. So Lynn has to come bail him out. And then they talk. And he's like, I need one more favor from you. Nobody drains it like you do. And he has her, I don't know what she does in real life, but he has her drain his knee because he's old and injured.
Yeah, we think it's going to be something else.
But they're talking, and she says, like, yeah, you still need to apologize for cheating on me twice. He goes, I told you it was one time. It was just two girls. And she's like, it's still not funny.
I like his logic. It's good logic.
It's still not funny.
So we get a little bit of their backstory, and they start making out a little, and they're going to hook up in the locker room, and then the players show up for practice, and they get interrupted. So we walk out to practice, and they're prepping for some wild pre-game ceremony where they're all dressed as seahorses and the sun, and it's like
Right.
a
It's
choreographed
yeah,
scene.
choreographed.
So they convince Will Ferrell that Monix is going to take over as coach, but he doesn't like that because he's the head coach. So he's like, no, listen, you can still be the coach. I just am going to be the offensive and defensive coordinator. Basically say
Nice.
that way I'll coach the plays and then you promote. So he agrees
Perfect.
to this. He basically says, we're going to practice without the ball. And he makes him run one play for what seems to be hours.
Yep.
He
It's
says,
a
we're going
real
to run.
miracle situation.
Yeah.
I
And
like
he said-
Jackie's line here. He yells at one point. He goes, "I wish you were still a washing machine."
So good for the show.
So he is running the same play over and over. And he basically says, you're going to run this play in your sleep. You're going to, when you feel like puking, you got to know this play because there's going to come a time where we're all shot. This is what I'm going to call. And he just keeps making them run the same play over and over. And he says, I'm going to run till you puke. And then we show everyone's in the locker room throwing up except Jackie Moon, who's literally crawling around the court.
I can't puke.
What,
I can't
what does he
puke.
mean by? What does he mean by the word literally?
He says, I've never puked in my life. Even when I was a baby, PBS wanted to do a story on me.
Didn't we know a kid who didn't puke? Who was that? Was that
Jared
Lil
Burns
Pete?
claimed it for a long time.
That was Jared. Okay.
And
I
then
knew
he
somebody
woke up one
did.
day and said, "Oh, what is that?" And Doug said, "That's you puked." And he said, "No, I
You
don't
just-
do that." Said, well, you did
You
last
did.
night.
You just did. You just puked.
No, well, he did for years. He claimed at least. So he says, like, I can't puke. So he says, "You ever been punched in the jejunum?"
Jejunum. Is that a real thing?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Yeah.
You ever been punched in the jejunum?
Oh, that's not.
So he says, "What? What's a jejunum?" And he punches him. He's like, "It's part of your intestine."
It's a real thing. It's between the duodenum and the ileum in the small
Okay.
intestine. Jesus.
I do like his response to this, where he says, I've been punched a lot of places. Armpit, kneecap. Like he lists all these weird ass places he's been punched.
Both eyes. Yep.
Never in the jejunum though.
Oh gosh. Look at that.
Oh, look at that's rock and roll right there.
That is
Right.
rock and roll.
Are you ready to
Sorry about
rock
it,
and
man. This
roll?
won't last
You look
long.
like
That's either-
you look
Well,
like
that's either rock and roll or bedhead.
Kiss. You look like a member of Kiss.
It looks like
Thank you.
sex bedhead.
Sex bedhead. Good
Yeah.
for you. Good for you.
Thank you. Also,
Good for you.
so we go back to the game, and it's the end of the game. They're losing, they're running, or they're winning. They're kind of running the clock out, and they call a timeout. And we find out that Jackie doesn't want to score another point because if he does, he's got to give out free corn dogs to everyone.
Yes. This is great.
And the whole team knows that's what he's doing. And Monix is like, I don't care. We're scoring. Let's run the play.
Yep.
Jackie Moon is actively, first he's trying to get the other teams like, go double team. He's going to
I'm
go
not
right.
doing anything.
I won't do anything. I will not do anything if I get the ball. He's going to go to his right, go double team. And then he blocks one of his teammates. And then
He
straight up-
blocks his own teammate.
He straight up tackles the other one, Bakaitis.
Bakaitis, yeah. Bakaitis makes a shot anyways. They get over the 125 point mark. So the crowd erupts and Father Pat looks at him and goes, corn dogs, Jackie, corn dogs.
For
So
all
good.
these people.
So good.
So he turns to Bakaitis. He goes, "God damn it, Bakaitis, learn fucking English."
So then he just literally runs out of the arena. But we see a montage and paper clippings and stuff. And we find out they're moving up in the rankings.
Yeah, because they have an actual coach.
We then see the choreography scene pay off, and it's the whole team is out dancing and performing during
Mhm.
what appears to be halftime. Finally, Monix and Lynn get together. He like tricks Kyle to leave them alone. And they're on the couch getting physical, and Kyle walks in and catches them, and he's super, super into it.
He just sits down at the table, and I'm
He
pretty
is-
sure he starts stroking it.
Yeah, he's ready.
He is enjoying it. They
background.
catch him watching them, and he's like, "No, guys, don't worry about me. Keep going. Do what you're doing."
You're good.
We then move to the next night, and it's clear that Jackie Moon's pulling out all the stops now to get people in the door, because even though he's never been on roller skates, he's gonna jump over a bunch of cheerleaders, and he's like going down a big ramp on roller skates.
Love it.
He's trying to clear basically the half court over cheerleaders.
Which he more or less does.
Yeah, he only comes up a little short.
Mm-hmm.
He just squishes the one lady.
And so after he survives that, Andy Richter, Bobby D, comes running up, and they have a fun scene where he basically says, like, "You're my son, who's my friend." But he says,
"You're my
like,
son, even though we're the same age."
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
He says that at the end of, like, when before the end their last game. So he says it again?
No, I think he says it at the end.
Oh, okay.
But
but he says the commission's coming. We have to actually get a crowd. We can't like fudge numbers on this one. Next game, we need a real crowd. So Jackie's like, all right, I'll figure something out. So we go to him like interviewing with Andy Daly on a weekly show type of thing. And he basically says, "I'm gonna fight a bear. I'm gonna fight a bear."
How do you plan on facing San Antonio? Well, I'm gonna fight a bear. Yeah.
Everybody
come watch me fight a bear.
I don't fight a bear.
So we go to him in the ring now. They've set up a ring. Coffee Black, Andre 3000 is the referee. And he's like, "All right, you got to go one round. You got to go. You got to do it. You got to give the people a show here, Jackie." We meet Kristen Wiig now, who is the trainer. She's like, "Yeah, I've been a trainer for one day."
But I've been doing cats for like 7 years now. So,
Animal trainer.
Same thing. Yeah.
So he hits the bear a couple times, and the bear doesn't do anything. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is great." And then the bear mauls him.
Yeah.
Not so great. He's trying to get them to stop it. And Andre will not let them stop. He's like, "You got to go one round."
What was his safety word?
What was his safety word? Whatever,
Crazy.
Spumani or something.
Yeah, Kristen Wiig was the trainer.
He says it a bunch of times, and she just stands there. She does not do anything.
It was her first ever day with the bear too, right?
"Oh, you're being bad. Stop that."
Was it Spumoni? Because I do see, like, in the quotes, there's a couple Spumoni.
Yeah, Spumoni. Yes. Doesn't do anything. The bear doesn't stop.
Clarence Spumoni.
Yeah, because Clarence is like, "Now you got to do a round." But somehow the bear ends up getting out, and he's loose in the stadium. So as the commission arrives, he gets on the microphone. He's like, "Everybody run! There's a bear loose!" And then your quote from the beginning, Wally.
Yes.
"No refunds. Your refund is escaping with the life."
Did you see this crazy fact about this bear?
It killed somebody else.
In April 2008, Rocky the grizzly bear, who wrestles Jackie Moon, killed Stephen Miller, one of his trainers, and a cousin of Will Ferrell's stunt double by biting him in the neck.
Oh boy!
This bear killed somebody.
Not
Not that long after this movie came out.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's nuts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the commission shows up and he's like, "It's a good crowd though, right?" We find out though that the NBA is just taking the original 4 teams as they've always said they're gonna.
Yep.
And the Tropics are out. Doesn't matter. Even though they got one game left where they could win into 4th place, doesn't matter. They're not going to the NBA. The Spurs are going.
Yep.
So they're like, "All right, you're gonna fix this for us. You always do." And this is when he basically says "Now, guys, I can't do it all." And then he says "I didn't even write my own song. My mom wrote that 2 weeks before she died, and I just stole it."
Which is hilarious that his mom
is Patti LaBelle.
Oh, that too, yeah.
His mom wrote Patti LaBelle.
"Love Me Sexy."
So we also find out though that he has traded Coffee Black to the Spurs, basically so that he will play in the NBA. Done the unselfish thing here. Yeah. But that means that for this last game, Andre is now on the other team, the opposing team for this game. Before the game, him and Monix have a little bond over basketball. He gives him his ring back. Congratulations, you made the NBA, blah, 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 blah. For the remaining members of the Tropics, they call together a team meeting and basically say, let's just win anyways. Why not? One more game. We set out to go coming forth. We can still do that.
This is the last meaningful basketball game we're ever going to play. Let's leave it all out there.
Yep. So go back to the show, and Jackie now is promoting the Mega Bowl.
This is so wrestling to me.
Yeah.
The Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl. In the annals,
you're coming in fourth. Mega Bowl.
In the annals of history, people are going to be talking about three things: the discovery of fire, invention of the submarine, and the Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl.
Mega Bowl.
Mega Bowl.
Keep yelling Mega Bowl. Mega Bowl.
So what do you mean by Mega Bowl? It's a Mega Bowl.
It's a Mega Bowl. Come to the game.
It's a Mega Bowl. Oh my God.
Why do you have so many mullet
fantastic.
wigs? Why do you have so many?
Why not?
That is such a good one, though. Oh my God.
It keeps getting better.
Going to the Mega Bowl. Out of nowhere, Ed Helms is a reporter who says, like, what does that even mean? It's like, it's a Mega Bowl. Come out and see.
That's his
It's gonna
only
be like a giant bowl.
The only thing in this movie that he does is just say Mega Bowl. What's that? That's all Ed Helms does. Famous actor.
We get to the game though, and it's the last game, and it's also the Mega Bowl. So it is a packed house. We see the first half of the game, the Spurs are beating up on the Flint Tropics. Coffee Black's on the bench and basically refuses to go in. He's like, nah, we got back spasms, coach. I can't do it. So right before halftime, Jackie Moon gets knocked out, and they go to like get him off the court, and the team just like picks him up. And he does like, oh, the team's doing a terrible job of stabilizing.
Great.
That made me laugh so hard. That
Great.
So they got him in the locker room. They're trying to wake him up, and we get a dream sequence. And while he is apparently dying, he goes to heaven and meets his mom, who, as you said, Ryan, is Patti LaBelle, which is hilarious because we haven't
Famous
seen her.
singer. Can you imagine Patti LaBelle singing that song?
Love to hear Patti LaBelle sing the song. And she basically says, like, oh, I forgave you for stealing that like a long time ago. Don't worry about it. But there's something important I need to tell you. And then they smelling salt him and they wake him up and he's like, guys, I got something. I know how we're going to win this game. So like my mom gave us a play. We're going to do it. So we go out to the game and they throw an alley-oop to Coffee Black. They toss it up. He dunks it and the crowd is silent.
No, you didn't mention that Coffee was like, you know what? I'm switching teams.
Yeah, he switched teams.
He goes back. He's like, now I'm going back to the Tropics.
You need to switch your wigs.
The NBA.
Switch your wigs.
Wigs?
You need a new wig.
Last wig.
Already?
You need a new wig.
Yep.
You need a new wig.
Close out. Last one here.
The NBA coach, the Spurs coach basically says, you're not going to play in the NBA then. And he's like, yeah, okay.
Oh,
Oh
God.
boy. Let's
Here
see
it
what
comes.
this one looks like.
Here it comes. You got to watch this
I
shit
gotta
on
watch
YouTube. Nation Network.
Yeah.
Go find it.
Oh,
That is
my
weird.
God.
Looks like ladies' hair.
It's a lady's hair, and it's got
That's
a
some ladies' hair right there.
That is some
That's some
volume to
ladies'
that.
hair.
That is some Peg Bundy.
You got some
May
volume.
have been Peg Bundy. I'm not
Lady-
sure.
I
Ladies
think
pay-
it was.
Ladies pay good money for that. That looks like a wig Doug wore one time for Halloween.
Possible. I want to say this one's a Chelsea wig, but I could be mistaken.
Could be either one.
Yep. Yeah, so it throws the alley-oop. Everyone is stunned silent, and Father Pat goes, foul, double foul. Like, and Monix has to walk over like, he didn't touch anyone. It's not a foul. It's a legal play. So he's like, all right, I'll allow it.
2 points.
2 points. So they stage a huge comeback by just throwing oops to Coffee
Coffee.
Black. No one knows how to defend it, so he's just dunking. So we get down to the one play, and that's when Monix says, we're going to run the puke play. Let's get out there and do it. So they end up getting it down to the end. Jackie Moon gets fouled. He's got 2 shots. They're down 1 point. He's like, actually, this is good, guys. I would say that free throw shooting is the best part of my game. I'm very good at this. So he steps up and he like has a whole routine. He kisses the ball and he bounces it. And then he's got it between his legs. And Monks is like, what are you doing? It's like, what, have you ever seen me shoot free throws before? And Andre 3000 is like, yeah, man, he shoots some underhand. Don't worry about it. So he throws up the first screen. He shot.
Best part of his game.
And Monix is like, all right, I'm sorry that I doubted you at all. Takes the first one. He's got one more shot. Well, eating hairs. He's got one more shot. He misses it, but Monix comes running in from behind the 3-point line, gets the tip in for the win, and Flint Tropics have won 4th place in the league.
Yep. Over the first place team in the league. So they beat the first place team in the league. So that's impressive.
Yep.
Give them a little credit.
We get a fun scene of rioting to celebrate because how else do you celebrate a 4th place win? Yep. We see some cops flipping over their own cop car. Monix and Lynn are making out again. Kyle sees it. He's like, yes. Very excited. Jackie then starts talking to the ABA commissioner, Keckner. He's like, yeah, this is going to be excellent. I have a job in the league office, and actually I want you to come promote. You're a great promoter. I want you to come with me. He's like, what? I'm going to be in the NBA? And as he says this, the bear shows back up out of nowhere and mauls David Keckner.
Yes. Keckner says, as long as I'm alive, you'll be a promoter with me. And then he gets killed by the bear, who then killed a real person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hilarious scene until you hear that. The last scene, we go back to the hippie, and he opens up a package from Jackie Moon. He's like, hey, I told you I'd pay you. Here's $10,000. And he's like, very happy. All right, actually, it's like $2,300. But I told you I'd get you some money.
It's something.
All in all, pretty funny movie. I will say, as you said, Ryan, there are some problems in it. But
yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Still funny.
There's a whole R word section. I'm like,
yep.
ooh,
which
not good.
Very, very early in the movie too.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Very
doesn't
like announcements about a team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does not age well at all.
Yeah. He's got a brother who's an R word. He's got, and then the announcers are talking about it. It's like, okay, that's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Not the best.
But I will say that was the only time that I thought that was going to be like one of the, like a recurring thing where but no, it was the only time that we heard it. So.
Yep. No, wow, you didn't seem very excited the other night. Did you end up enjoying it?
I did. It was literally I sent that right after the R comments. And I was like, okay, that's not okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I did for the most part enjoy most of it.
Yeah. Overall,
okay.
I thought it was enjoyable.
All right. Okay. T-Mobile just charged me 17 cents. Trying to figure it out. Why are you charging me 17 cents? Just eat it. Okay.
You don't work with them anymore, do you?
No, I don't. And they sent me a bill for 17 cents. All right, time for quote mountain. Son of a bag of pennies. Quote mountain from this movie. There's a lot of quotes. You got one?
A couple that we've already mentioned. No refunds. Consider your refund escaping this death trap alive with your lives. And then 2 Monix. I wish you were still a washing machine. That's a good one.
I like that.
The Lynn, you think I've forgotten that you cheated on me twice? I only cheated on you once. There just happened to be 2 women. That's another good one.
Corn dogs, Jackie. Corn dogs for all these people.
That's a good one. One that we didn't mention. It's when he's introducing Monix to the team, and as he's leaving, he looks at all of them. He goes, "If you see a possum, try to kill it. It's not a pet."
Try to kill it.
Yeah, out of nowhere, no other context.
Jackie Moon is Flint's favorite son. He's done more for this city than any human being that's been alive on this planet. I guess with the exception of Henry Ford. He has done a lot for the city. Feels like I have cat piss in my eyes.
That's gotta be the when they're doing the mascara,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Use small children as shields. Bears like soft, tender meat.
When they say
That's a good.
when they say that the team's gonna, we're gonna merge with the NBA, Jackie Moon gets up at the table and starts winging his arms around and goes, "So I'm so excited, I can't feel my arms." Like that.
Oh.
Everyone eat shit. A big bag of shit. I don't know, remember what that was for.
I think that was when
he
was in the owners meeting. He's still thinking that he's gonna be an NBA owner too. Where's
cock sandwich that hurts.
Suck my cock, I'll murder your family.
Use small children as shields to protect yourself from the bear. Bears like soft, tender meat.
Wait, okay. Jackie Moon says, "Suck my cock, I'll murder your family." Father Pat the ref, "You're gone, Jackie Moon." What? And Jackie Moon is ejected from the game. What did I say?
You said S my C, Father Pat.
So good.
You're a baby. You're a big baby, Jackie. You can't tell me to S my C. I didn't say anything. You said S my C.
I barely raised my voice. I should call your mother.
You need a phone to heaven to do that.
Maybe your mom didn't go to heaven.
Oh my God, Father Pat. I don't know what is the quote mountain.
I don't know. It's hard.
Tough.
Jackie's teammates doing an awful job stabilizing his spine. That might be the winner. That's a good one.
The stabilizing the spine. I'm okay with that.
I also like his other one where he's like, that we said earlier. Can you stop smoking? It's unprofessional. No, I like to smoke when I'm drinking.
So what do we want to go with? Is there one? What are we going with? S my C? I'm going with S my C. You told me to S my C.
You told me to S my C.
I didn't say anything. That whole exchange.
What did I say? The whole exchange here. All right.
Either that or no refunds. Consider your refund escaping this death trap with your lives. One of those two. That one's
Bill,
good.
do you have a
tiebreaker?
I'll say that one just because it's shorter. It's less of a whole conversation.
One that somehow we skipped was nothing in the rule book that says you can't play drunk. Well, actually, there is.
Actually, there is.
All right, stats and goofs. There's a bunch of weird shit like Spalding wasn't a real thing, but they play with a Spalding ball. They talk about PBS, but PBS wasn't invented until the 70s, 1970. In 1970, people are wearing current fashions like hipster jeans and contemporary sports jerseys, but that's not accurate. Dick Pepperfield. Oh, this was funny. I forgot about this. Dick Pepperfield talking about the Jackson 5, saying that little kid scares me. Mark my words. There's something creepy about that one. That was great. But that's actually wrong because Randy Jackson was the youngest, not Michael, I believe.
That doesn't sound right. Is that true?
I think that's what it says. Randy Jackson was 14 or 15.
He was just the youngest of the Jackson 5, maybe?
Yes, the younger sibling, Randy, replaced Jermaine, who left for solo career. Michael is the second youngest sibling.
Interesting.
Was the lead singer of the Jacksons. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm completely honest here. I didn't know Randy Jackson was one of the Jackson family members.
Like Randy Jackson from American Idol.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I didn't either. So you just said that.
I just learned that. You were just telling us.
I know. I just, after reading that, I did not think it was the same Randy Jackson, but I guess it is. Wasn't he in Journey? Wasn't Randy Jackson in Journey? Like, I thought he
Guys,
was.
different. Not he's not. I'm not
Okay.
saying
Different Randy.
different.
Different-
Randy
okay.
Jackson. He was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's different Randy.
So there's from the Jackson family. There's a
Different
Randy
Randy.
as well.
Wasn't
Okay.
Randy Jackson in the other? Oh, he was part of Kenny G. Oh my God,
Which
he
one?
did a lot of American Idol. Randy Jackson.
American Idol. Randy
Journey
Jackson
for a
was
while.
Oh yeah, Journey.
He was in Journey. Yeah, he was not in the Jackson 5. Okay,
Got that.
All right.
settled.
there we go.
Whew.
What else? Any other goofs? No.
We didn't pick a MVP.
Let's pick an MVP right now.
Hmm.
Who's the MVP of this movie? Give me Dick Pepperfield.
I was thinking maybe Andy Daly.
That's what I'm saying. Dick Pepperfield.
Oh, okay, that one, not Will Arnett.
No, Dick Pepperfield.
Pepperfield.
Which was a
Yeah,
great
that's
name.
fine. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I think
He
that's the
does-
one.
Who is it? Jackie Moon calls him Dick Pepper at one point. He goes, Pepperfield, please.
Yeah, and then they always talk about his wife, and he's just like, "That's not nice."
I like where he says like some women prefer smaller, and he's like, "Find me
Like
her, and
who?
I'll show you liars. I'll introduce you to Mrs. Pepperfield tonight."
He's like, oh, buddy.
Okay, final verdict. What we got? 7.0.
7.3.
Pretty funny. Take out that R word joke, it's probably quite a bit higher, but 7.
I think I will go. I think I'll also go 7 even.
So what's that? A 7.1 average.
7.1. Where's that put it?
That puts
Middle of the road?
it. Shut up, cat. It puts
High.
it even with Dodgeball,
Okay, well that,
which is just below Miracle at 7.2, and the next closest one below it is Little Giants at 6.8.
Wow. It's tied with Dodgeball?
Yep.
Exactly tied with Dodgeball. Wow. All right. It's time to pick a new movie, which I believe it is my turn.
It is.
Right.
Would you like me to spin the
Yeah.
wheel?
Can you spin the wheel and give me a deal?
Is there anything you
let's
want?
Pretend
off
like
the
we know
wheel?
what's available and what's
Well,
not.
I don't want to do basketball because we just did that.
You
So
know, okay, I will take basketball off your wheel.
anybody but basketball.
And I will spin it.
Mm.
It is
Mm.
starting to.
Mm.
Yeah, there it is. It's starting to spin.
I can't stop looking at your wig, Bill.
Thank you.
It is quite.
A little cone heady.
Why is it so high?
Because that's
'Cause it's
the
a-
bump.
It's what's her face? Peg Bundy.
It's very high.
You've got baseball.
Ooh, okay. All right. Give me a second here.
Wanna do it?
I really want to. I really want to. Let's see what we got here. Let me look at some options here. Is it too early to do it? Too early?
It's your deal.
Let's go with I think it's too early. Let me go with something a little different. And I don't know. Let me see if this is even available. Hold on. Let me see where we can watch this. Hold on. I'm going to pick Moneyball.
Oh,
It's a good
I'm going
movie.
to pick Moneyball, a movie I really like.
I think I've seen it once, but it is good.
Brad Pitt as the Oakland A's general
Billy Bean.
manager. Billy
I'm
Bean.
fairly sure this is also a Netflix
think-
through the mail.
I think this is on Netflix and on Hulu. I'm pretty sure.
I
you
watched
can-
it within the last 2 years on Netflix, so at least was there.
This talks a lot about the Red Sox, so you probably like this movie, Bill.
It's
Kevin Euclid, the
on.
Greek god of walk.
It is on Hulu.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's on Hulu and on Netflix, but
I'm not seeing Netflix for the showing up.
well, you can find it either way. Oh yeah, it's not on Netflix. It's on Hulu. So we'll
Mhm.
watch Moneyball, a movie I enjoy.
It is a good
Yeah.
movie.
I don't know if Brad Pitt pulls it off as a general manager or as
No.
Billy Bean, but
No.
he's too fancy and too famous and too sexy for Billy Bean. But
He is
I still
famous,
think
but Billy Bean is kind of a fancy dude.
kind of, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Kind
Maybe
of.
not this fancy, but
Not this fancy, but okay. All right, Moneyball. A lot of interesting things in this movie, like Philip Seymour Hoffman playing a manager. That's kind of weird,
that is weird.
right? He's the manager of the A's, I think.
Who
Yeah,
Scott
I think that's
Hatterberg
right.
is played by a young
Chris Pratt,
Chris Pratt, you know.
Oh,
which
right.
is actually the movie he got jacked for before Guardians. Before he was cast in Guardians, he was jacked for this movie. Just kept on going. I always thought it was weird to see like Scott Hatterberg, Dave Justice, Chad Bradford, these guys, Jeremy Giambi, like all these people get played by actors. It's like people I actually know. It's not like it's Babe Ruth who I never saw. It's like people I actually
Yeah.
watch play baseball a lot.
Yeah, know what these guys look like.
Dave Justice. I watched that guy play baseball for years.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
to see a guy come in and pretend to be Dave Justice was awkward. But all right, I'm doing Moneyball. That's it. Happy Halloween. We'll see you
Happy
next
Halloween.
time. Peace.